my PlayStation, and if it's connected to the same Wi-Fi, it will find my PlayStation 4. If it's not, it might get an error like this. And if you are getting errors, just make sure the account on your PlayStation 4 that you want to stream to is logged out of your PlayStation 4, and it's going to be searching for my PlayStation 4. And it has connected to my PlayStation 4 automatically, and it may look a little bit catch up, and it'll start kicking in with full color here shortly once I start moving around and stuff. Now, if it doesn't find your PlayStation 4 just over the Wi-Fi internet connection, you do have the option to register your PlayStation manually. Let's go ahead and go through that option right now. So let's go ahead and hit register manually, and then your PlayStation 4 is going to display a registration code, and you will need to type it in here. However, you have to go to settings, remote play connections, and add device. Let's jump over my PlayStation. I'll just show you that method right now. Now, if you're going to be registering manually, you will need to go on your second account. So let's go ahead and switch users and go to my second account here. And I'm just going to move this out of the way and go to my Tibble Slice number 2 account. If you go out to your main account, it will not connect. So you will need to go up to the top bar, go over to settings, and then you will need to go down to remote play. And it should be right here, remote play connections, select that. And then go down to add device right here and select that, and here is the code. So I'm just going to type it into this window right here, 32294676, and then register. Alright, now it's connecting, and there I have two different windows here. The back one is my capture card, and this top one is my remote play connection. So let's go ahead and get rid of my capture card since we're connected via remote play. And you do have a couple options down here. You have the share button, you have your battery life, and your controller information right here. You hit your PlayStation home button options at any point in time, and then you have the ability to go full screen here if you want to go full screen. And down here you have the option to mute your mic or unmute your mic, and this will be the microphone on your PC. So this microphone I'm using right here, it will display in here, and if you want to run a 2 microphone setup, you can by hooking up another microphone to your computer, and you'll have to mess around with the audio options to have 1 microphone in OBS and then just 1 microphone over here on remote play. But we won't need to use that because we're going to be talking to our party chat on the PlayStation 4, and that's another good point. Now, to avoid any kind of latency issues, I'm going to be playing directly on my PlayStation 4. I have my PlayStation 4
I'm stuffed. My compliments to the chef.
My pleasure.
Gladio?
Yeah, who do you think it is?
Catch you at a bad time?
Are you here yet?
Yeah, I'm at the crow's nest.
Good. Thanks for agreeing to meet with me.
Sure.
So, are you ready to move out?
Of course. What about you? Are you mentally prepared?
Of course. We'll be right over.
About time.
What'll it be?
Just the water's fine. Thanks.
Allow me to ask you once more. Are you sure you're ready to take on the Blade Master?
I went up against the High Commander and got my ass handed to me. I didn't stand a chance. And I never will unless I get more power.
Then answer my question. Are you ready or not?
You think I would have called you here if I weren't?
So you're ready to face death. Gilgamesh awaits challengers in the deepest recesses of those ruins. It's been 30 years since we uncovered the caves. We've sent countless expeditions, but all of our efforts have afforded us no rewards. And no survivors.
Except for you. You undertook the trial, and you made it back alive. Barely.
Let's move. Did you tell your friends why you were taking off?
Just said it was business. Didn't want them getting all worried about me.
Or knowing your pride took a beating.
Long ago, there lived a man, blessed by the gods and revered by the people as their savior. His name was Ardyn Lucis Kylum, and he was to have served as the first king of Lucis.
Tension between the two countries remains high, with neither nation showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning. The missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Mars Sapientia. Although Officer Sapientia allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time, fellow officers say he disappeared soon after and has not been sighted since. Officer Sapientia is a tall, fair-skinned male and was last seen wearing his Border Patrol fatigues. Anyone with information on Officer Sapientia's whereabouts are requested to contact the Crown City Police immediately. And now a word from the Public Information Bureau. Today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Kingdom of Lucis. The Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this auspicious occasion, including a parade around the Citadel, as well as a statue of the Founder King himself. All are welcome and encouraged to participate in today's festivities. This has been a message from the Public Information Bureau.
What about you?
Now, on to the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild
Oh,
and sunny
no.
weather with nothing but blue
I'm
skies.
on special
the Borderlands
assignment.
may experience some inclement weather, starting in the evening and continuing throughout the night. That concludes today's news and weather.
Home, sweet home at last.
Welcome to the Founders Day Festival. In a moment, the parade will begin making its way through the city. King Regis is scheduled to participate in the festivities, circling the Citadel alongside the statue of the Founder King, Somnus Lu.
Long ago, there lived a man, blessed by the gods and revered by the people as their savior. His name was Ardyn Lucis Kylum, and he was to have served as the first king of Lucis.
Tension between the two countries remains high, with neither nation showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning. The missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Mars Sapientia. Although Officer Sapientia allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time, fellow officers say he disappeared soon after and has not been sighted since. Officer Sapientia is a tall, fair-skinned male and was last seen wearing his Border Patrol fatigues. Anyone with information on Officer Sapientia's whereabouts are requested to contact the Crown City Police immediately. And now a word from the Public Information Bureau. Today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Kingdom of Lucis. The Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this auspicious occasion, including a parade around the Citadel as well as a statue of the Founder King himself. All are welcome and encouraged to participate in today's festivities. This has been a message from the Public Information Bureau.
What about you?
Now, on to the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild
Oh,
and sunny
no.
weather with nothing but blue skies.
I'm on
The
special
Borderlands
assignment.
may experience some inclement weather, starting in the evening and continuing throughout the night. That concludes today's news and weather.
Home, sweet home at last.
Welcome to the Founders Day Festival. In a moment, the parade will begin making its way through the city. King Regis is scheduled to participate in the festivities, circling the Citadel alongside the statue of the Founder King, Somnus Lucis Kylum.
So this is the city Somnus built on the back of his own flesh and blood. Just look at them, free of care and unaware of the war beyond their wall.
In order to ensure the safety of all festival goers, we ask that you please follow all staff instructions. Vehicular access will also be limited in some areas around the Citadel for the festival's duration. In addition, traffic will be stopped entirely during the parade. We thank you for your cooperation.
What need is there to worry when brick and mortar blinds them to the suffering outside? Why venture out into the world when you feel
We should. Okay. No, of course. I want absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, let the fireworks begin!
See? Okay.
Right, let's go.
Yes.
Oh, yes. This is so much. It's really enjoyable.
Cursed be the wavering
Ardyn. Oh, Ardyn, you can't expect me to believe that.
Oh, but I do. You have my word.
Well, in that case... You look exhausted, my love. Are you all right?
I am. The gods blessed me with a power and a purpose to cure people of what ails them. I must see their will be done.
Your devotion shall not go unnoticed. The gods will doubtless be watching over you. Just as I shall be watching over you every step of the way. It seems to me the cure for your exhaustion is comprised of two things, one of which is rest.
Oh? And the other?
Is me.
Oh, Era, pray be with me, always.
He's alive. Just as the ancient texts told.
Who?
Take him away.
Don't touch me.
Status report. Everything is fine here.
Roger that. We'll transport the subject to your location.
And we'll have the medical team ready as planned.
What's the situation over there?
Nothing to report. We're just...
Adagium sighted!
Adagium?
Get it back in the cell, no matter what. We can't let that thing off this island!
Stop. Cease this. Cease this.
At once! Enough!
Purge him of the scourge. I bestowed it upon him. Incredible. His power's unbelievable. Hey!
Era. Somnus.
Forgive me, brother, but the throne seats only one.
Era! Gods, no!
Ardyn Azunia, Chief Basithia would like to see you.
Might as well head out. I dare say this outfit wasn't tailor-made. Not the most enthralling view. Not the most enthralling view.
Come, have a seat.
Gods above, we thank you for the bounty you have laid before us.
Don't want your food getting cold, do you? Are you enjoying your stay?
No.
You've been asleep for years. Learning to appreciate the waking world will take time. Perhaps I can help enlighten you while we dine.
Was your examination of me a fruitful one?
Oh yes, you've proven far more fascinating than expected. No wonder they kept you locked away. To think the powers of a demon could dwell within the heart of a man, it's incredible. The Star Scourge doesn't sap your life force, it gives you more. Your cells can regenerate themselves, and you can demonify other life forms as well. There's no doubt you are
a monster.
Not a monster, a marvel. I can't wait to unravel all your mysteries.
What is this food?
Meat, cloned in this facility.
Cloned?
We cultivated somatic cells, use them as donors to fuse the nucleus transplant cells to the recipient oocytes, and then we...
Enough! I've no ear for the ramblings of a lunatic. How long has it been since you brought me here?
204 days. Roughly 7 months or so. Then again, the Lucians had you locked away in that prison for nearly 2 millennia. I'd be more surprised if you hadn't lost all concept of time. You must loathe those Lucians for what they did to you.
What is it you want from me, anyhow? What about me interests you so?
You said it yourself, didn't you? You were chosen by the gods. And frankly, with powers like yours, I'd say you're nearly a god in your own right. We need those powers that you possess. With your strength on our side, we could finally put an end to the gruesome war with Lucis. You too must desire the fall of the kingdom that cast you into exile.
My desires are all in the past.
The man who wronged you may have died long ago, but his descendants live on to this day. Surely you must bear them some feelings of ill will.
My feelings are none of your concern.
Come along. This is the fruit of my labor. A small portion of it, that is. I envy you. A human life is too short to truly understand all there is to know about the world. Go on, have a look.
Adagium. That is what the Lucian is powers and his body. It's no wonder the kings undoubtedly fear this monster. It seems fortune smiles upon though the Lucian, the raging winds and stormy seas. While I've yet to conduct any official, I estimate his powers easily surpass perhaps this.
Fascinating, isn't it? I pored over the ancient texts and found scarcely a mention of you. I barely believed you existed till I saw you with my own eyes. With your help, my research is proceeding smoothly. You have my thanks. This must be how the gods feel looking down upon our world. Here we have a model of imperial territory. It includes our present lands as well as our future acquisitions. Feel free to have a look.